Think you're doing one of the safest, simplest stretches out there? Think again. Most people butcher the cat-cow stretch. And instead of unlocking their spine and relieving tension, they're actually reinforcing stiffness and bad posture. Sounds dramatic, right? But here's the truth. If your lower back still feels tight, your shoulders still feel jammed up, or your core still feels disconnected after stretching, there's a good chance you're doing cat-cow wrong. Before we fix it, let me ask you this. When you move through cat-cow, do you feel every vertebra gently rolling like a wave? Or does it feel like one big block just tipping forward and back? That block feeling is the first sign something's off. And you're not alone. I'd say 8 out of 10 people I see make at least one of 3 major mistakes. First mistake, rushing. They zip through the motion like they're trying to finish a chore. The problem? Cat-cow isn't about speed. It's about control and awareness. If you're blasting through reps, you're skipping over the subtle movement of your spine, which is the whole point. Second mistake, dumping the belly without control. People drop their stomach like a sack of sand and crane their neck up too far, which compresses the lower back and jams the cervical spine. It's not opening anything. It's just adding pressure where you don't want it. And the third big one, letting the shoulders shrug toward the ears. This is sneaky, but deadly for posture. It disconnects your spine from your shoulder girdle and trains your body to stay tense, even in a relaxing stretch. Now here's where it gets interesting. When you correct these mistakes, cat-cow goes from a warm-up move to a spine-transforming reset. But don't worry, I'm not dropping all the secrets yet. In the next part, we're going to break down how to feel each vertebra move and how a small tweak in your core engagement changes everything. Get this right, and you'll understand why yogis call cat-cow the spine's daily vitamin. Alright, now that you know what not to do, let's slow everything down and rebuild this stretch from the ground up. Imagine you're teaching your body how to move for the very first time. Because in a way, you are. Most of us spend our days locked into chairs and screens, and our spine learns to move like one stiff unit. The cat-cow is your chance to retrain it, vertebra by vertebra. Start on all fours, hands stacked directly under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Simple, right? But here's the first little detail that changes everything. Spread your fingers wide and press gently into the mat, almost like you're trying to push it away. That pressure wakes up your shoulder stabilizers and takes tension out of your neck. Now, before you even move, think about your spine like a slinky toy. You're not going to throw it forward and back. You're going to ripple it. Begin the cat part from your tailbone, not your shoulders. Tuck your tail gently under and let that motion travel upward, one vertebra at a time. As you round your spine, pull your belly button slightly toward your spine. That's your deep core turning on, like the foundation of a skyscraper, holding the structure steady. Here's where most people get it wrong. They lead with their head. Don't. Your head is the last piece to move. Let the chin tuck naturally at the very end, almost like a domino falling into place. Pause here for a breath and feel that full stretch from your low back all the way up to the base of your skull. Now, let's reverse it into cow. Again, start from a tailbone. Let it tilt back gently. Then feel the wave roll up your spine as your belly softens with control. Think about lengthening rather than collapsing. Your chest opens forward, and only at the very end does your gaze lift slightly, never cranking your neck. Feel that? That's not just stretch. That's your spine learning how to articulate properly. And here's a bonus light bulb moment. If you can't feel the movement vertebra by vertebra at first, that's normal. It means your nervous system is relearning connection. The slower and more deliberate you go, the stronger that connection becomes. Now that you've nailed the basics and built that mind-body connection, let's level this up, because cat-cow can do a lot more than just wake up your spine. With a few advanced tweaks, it becomes a tool to improve posture, core strength, and even how you breathe. First tweak, tension and control. Most people treat cat-cow like a floppy stretch, but here's the secret. The more intentional tension you create, the more benefit you get. As you move into cat, imagine you're trying to push the floor away so hard that your upper back lifts toward the ceiling. This active press engages the serratus anterior, a small but crucial muscle that supports your shoulder blades. When that wakes up, you stop dumping pressure into your neck and traps. Second tweak, breath as a driver. Instead of just breathing randomly, sync it with your movement. Inhale deeply as you move into cow, letting that breath expand your ribcage and open your chest from the inside out. Then exhale fully as you round into cat, pulling your navel up and in as if you're hollowing your belly. This breath-spine connection doesn't just feel good. It teaches your diaphragm and core to work together, which improves posture and stability far beyond the mat. Third tweak, dynamic awareness. Once you're comfortable, slow everything down and pause at the top and bottom of each phase. In cat, hold for a second and actively reach your spine toward the ceiling. In cow, pause and think about lengthening the front of your body, like you're stretching from your sternum to your tailbone. These microholds build strength and control in the tiny stabilizing muscles around your spine, the ones that protect you from back pain and improve your athletic movement. Here's a little story that might hit home. One of my clients used to complain about constant lower back tightness, even though they stretch daily. Once we added these small tweaks, especially the breath control and active tension, they described cat-cow as feeling like oil in rusty gears. Within a few weeks, their posture improved, their back felt looser, and their workouts felt stronger. That's the power of doing this right. All right, let's bring everything together and make sure this isn't just something you understand, but something you can feel in your body every single time you hit the mat. Because when cat-cow is done correctly, it's not just a warm-up. It's a reset button for your spine, your posture, and even your mindset. Here's your full walkthrough, step by step. Start on all fours, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, fingers spread wide. Press gently into the floor, not so much that you tense up, but enough to feel stable and grounded. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, begin your cat. Start at the tailbone, curling it under and slowly rolling that wave up your spine. Feel your belly draw in, your ribs knit together, your upper back reaching toward the ceiling. Let your chin tuck naturally at the very end. Pause here. Notice the stretch through the entire back line of your body, from the base of your spine all the way up to your neck. Now inhale as you reverse into cow. Tilt the tailbone back, let the belly soften with control, and allow the wave to travel up your spine. Lift your chest forward, open your collarbones wide, and gently lift your gaze, not by cranking your neck, but by lengthening through the crown of your head. Pause again. Feel the gentle expansion through your front body. Remember the golden rules. Slow it down, feel every vertebra, lead from your tailbone, and use your breath as your guide. Keep your shoulders away from your ears, and stay active through your hands and core. Every rep should feel like a moving meditation, deliberate, controlled, and deeply connected. Now here's your challenge. Right after this video, try 10 flawless cat-cow reps. Go as slow as you possibly can. Count 4 seconds into cat and 4 seconds into cow. If you do it right, you'll feel more open, more aligned, and more aware of your spine than you have all day. And here's the real win. The more consistently you practice this, the more your body will start carrying that awareness into everything else you do. Your posture improves. Your workouts feel stronger. Even your breathing becomes deeper and more natural. So don't think of cat-cow as just a stretch. Think of it as daily maintenance, like brushing your teeth, but for your spine. Master it, and you're not just improving flexibility, you're building a foundation for a stronger, healthier body for life. And here's the thing most people don't realize. The real magic of cat-cow doesn't show up during the stretch. It shows up in the way you stand taller without thinking about it. The way your lower back doesn't ache after a long day. The way your breath feels deeper and more effortless. That's your nervous system rewiring itself. And it all starts with a few mindful minutes on the mat. So, as you keep practicing, I want you to play a little mental game every time you do this move. Instead of asking, am I flexible enough? Ask, can I feel more of my spine today than I could yesterday? Because progress here isn't about how far you can arch or round. It's about how much awareness and control you can build with each repetition. And here's a pro tip. Try doing cat-cow first thing in the morning, before you even check your phone. Just 5 slow, intentional reps. You'll be shocked at how awake and open your body feels afterward. Or sneak it in after a long session at your desk. It's like hitting the reset button on your posture and energy. One more challenge for you. Next time you train, whether it's lifting, running, or yoga, pay attention to how your spine moves. If you notice it feels more fluid, more connected, that's not an accident. That's the payoff of doing this work consistently. So keep practicing, keep slowing it down, keep chasing that wave-like feeling through your spine. The more you refine it, the more every movement in your life will benefit, from how you sit and stand to how you breathe and perform.